This is going to capture my mood of going to Hamilton. I have taught myself to forget. But don't ask me how I did it, because I can't remember. Yes, I am that good. There have been consequences. I reset my password weekly, and I fail at least one of my secret questions. And then when asked promptly to provide a new one, I will enter the old one, because I have taught myself to forget. Names and frames, meetings and greetings, none of them I can recall. So then tell me why, when I walk into my son's room in the middle of the night, after he has wet the bed, the smell of urine-soaked sheets unlocks a library of memories hidden in the halls of my mind. Suddenly I am there again. I can feel the stitching of the couch again where I peed on my first sleepover. I can still see my hands frantically trying to cover the crime before my friends woke up, flipping cushions, pouring drinks to frame a spill for the stain, but everyone knew who to blame, and I can still see the mother scrubbing with clenched fist of frustration. I can still see the endless frozen fields filling the windows as we drove the empty streets to my house, where I scaled the stairs in pants soaked so tight against my skin that I stumbled to get them off, but somehow I could never get out of that shame. And no, I can't remember when I learned that word, but I think this is when I started living with it. I think that this is when I started hiding in it, that this is when I started believing that somehow my shame would protect me, that somehow if I was ashamed of myself, people would accept me, because we would at least have that in common. And no, I can't remember, but this may be when I started teaching myself to forget. The countless nights, the slumberless parties, keeping eyes wide, watching VCR clocks make their digital stroll while I try to stay dry. So as I stumble dazed into my son's room, like shame stands there like an intruder. And I wonder if I will have the courage to fight back enough, to not hand it down, so I wait for my shame to sleep. I wait until I can hear wisdom whisper. It says to me that I cannot kill my shame by suffocation, but by giving it space to breathe, by airing out the sheets, by letting the light soak all of me. And as I hear these whispers, I have to write them down, because I have taught myself to forget. Thank you.